Hi everyone, for yin. Let's get ready. So tonight you'll need your bolster if you've got one. But other than that, you should be pretty right with just your body. So to start with, we're going to start on our bottoms and take our right leg underneath our left leg. We're going to come into shoelace first off to start the class now. So just taking nice deep breaths in. Just feel the hips. Now, if any of you have trouble with sitting like this, you can do a cross leg as well. You can put some cushions in underneath this one, or you can sit on a block or a pillow, which will raise the hips up and allow you to sit a little bit more easily. So as long as your left leg is either in front or on top, that is perfect. Then from here, just bring the hands twisting in towards the leg so that your right hand is just resting on the leg, the left hand's behind. I like to turn the palm up on the left just so that it can just release and soften. Just allowing it to relax without putting any weight, not pushing. And just let the head hang. Take a few deep breaths here. Just allow yourself to soften. Gently twisting through that torso. Feeling the breath. And then just gently untwist. And just let your right leg out straight. So keep the left one on top. You're going to come to half shoelace. But just letting the left leg still stay where it was, but the right leg's extended now. Take a moment here. I'm just going to gently place the left hand down. Just side bend to the right. To the left, I'm sorry. And then just gently coming over to the other side. You're coming to the right now. And then from here, staying in the half shoelace, gently folding forward, rolling down through the spine till you find your place of comfort, your first edge, and then just take a few breaths here. Just allow your head to soften, relaxing through the jaw, the head, the neck. If you don't want to let your body hang, you're welcome to rest your head on your hands. And if for any reason you're not quite there at all, you can even stack on top or put a block in here or a bolster. Or you just let yourself hang down. Let gravity do its work. Come to that first edge. Take nice deep breaths in. Feel the breath. Let yourself soften. Soften through the back of the leg, through the head and the neck. And just notice what you feel. Notice the sensations that you feel in your body. And if you feel like there's resistance, what's causing the resistance? Just notice if you feel like maybe it's some tension. You might notice some sensations that indicate tightness in the fascia. You may notice that it feels more like physical, more like compression, that your physical body, which is unique to you, won't allow you to go forward. And just come to that edge and really just allow yourself to soften as much as it can for you. Feel that flow of breath. You might find you go deeper as your breath comes. And very slowly roll yourself back up. Taking deep breaths here, release your left leg and just gently move the feet. You might lean back onto your hands. You might lift the chest and drop the head back. Rock a little bit. You may even windshield wiper the feet, either side, just allowing that body to soften. And then from here, we're going to move on to our bellies. And don't worry, I won't forget the other side. Move on to your tummies. Bring the hands, the forearms to the mat, the elbows underneath the shoulders. Now you're going to bring your left leg up along the mat. So you're coming into lizard pose. Taking some deep breaths here, just notice what you're feeling. With this pose, we are stimulating the liver meridian line. And so you might notice it in the groin, but you might also notice it in the back. If you're not getting much stretch, you can pop a bolster or a block under the knee if you're a bit more open through there. Then from here, just settle into stillness, taking nice deep breaths. You can drop the head down or you can keep it straight, whichever feels appropriate for you and your body. Nice deep breaths in. Just embracing how the body feels. If your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. Bring it back to your body. Feel the sensations occurring, the stretch in the fascia and the joints, and where that sense of stretch is for you, or pressure. You may find the pressure in the lower back. It may be in the groin. Wherever that is for you. Take some nice breaths and just embrace the lizard. Imagining yourself sunning on a nice hot rock. Gently lower yourself down, resting your head on your arms, and just let that leg release. Just lie still, or you can wiggle the hips very gently from side to side. And then moving back up. Take a moment in child's pose, whichever style you like. Your legs wide, or you can have your legs together and round through the spine. And just take a breath or two here. Just allowing the lower back to open. And then gently coming up and moving back onto your buttocks. We're going to take your feet to the floor and take your left leg underneath your right, coming into shoelace. Take a moment there and notice how the hips are feeling. And once you feel settled and comfortable through the pelvis, gently twist to the right, bring the left hand over, looking back over your shoulder, releasing the hands and softening into the twist. And then gently coming back to the center. And just release your left leg out. So you're coming into half shoelace. Take a moment or two there, let the hips adjust to this position. And then when you're ready, start rolling down through the spine until you feel a point at which you feel a stretch along the spine, in the pelvis, in the back, wherever it may be for your biology, for your body. Softening the head, neck. Taking deep breaths. Letting the head soften. Really releasing through the jaw. If for some reason you don't want to let your head hang, you're welcome to rest your hands or even stack. You can put a block or a bolster along the leg and just rest your head onto that. And just surrender into the stillness. Taking deep breaths. You may even notice differences between the sides. Gently coming up. Coming back on the hands. Gently release that right leg out. Take a moment, just let the legs hang there. You might even bring them into windshield wipers. And if you need a little bit more here, you can even come into tabletop. But only if that feels appropriate for you. And then gently coming down. When you feel ready, you're going to move onto your belly again. This time coming to lizard, but on the right side. So you bring the elbows underneath the shoulders and then gently slide that right leg up along the mat. And notice what you're feeling. Our theme tonight is, what are you feeling? So notice in the groin, see how it feels. Notice in the back, coming into lizard the second time. Does it feel the same? Does it feel different? You can let your head hang if you want, or you can even rest your head on your hands. Or stretch the front of the body, the thyroid gland. You can just close your eyes and embrace your body in this pose. Softening. Releasing. Again, if you do need to go that little bit deeper, you can put a bolster underneath that right knee or a block if you need it to be a bit more of a back bend. Really surrendering into the stillness. Observing the flow of breath, your body, the fascia. Notice if your body releases deeper. Maybe sensations shift. Maybe they become more. You can always come out sooner if you need. But if you feel you can stay, it's really important to allow these poses the time, as that will give you the most benefit. Gently releasing your head down to your arms and release your right leg back. You can lie still or you can move the hips from side to side. And then for a rebound, you can move into a rebound of your choice. You can come to a child's pose. Some of you may just choose to gently move through a cat or a cow. Shifting through, undulating through the spine. And some of you may choose to just come into a downward dog. And just move the hips gently, just feeling the body. And then gently coming down. So for the next pose that we're going to do, we're going to move on to our backs again. And it's a very different way of coming into this pose. And it's one that I haven't done with any of you before. So you're going to lie on your back and you're going to have your feet hip width apart. You're going to allow your knees to come down to the right. And then you're going to make sure first that you can touch your heels. Okay? Make sure that you can touch your heels. Then let your knees come down to the right. And take hold of your ankle and just gently draw it up towards your buttocks until you feel a stretch in the front of the thigh. So you can take it quite far, you can take it just a little bit, but just so that you feel a little bit of a stretch. Some of you will have your knee in the air, like so, and that's okay. If it's too much, you're welcome to pop it a little bit. And then just gently release your arms out to the side and surrender into this deer, reclined deer pose. So as long as there's no pain, you can take your arms above your head. And just feel the breath moving in and out. Be aware of the sensations in the fascia. And just not going too deep into the pose until your body softens and releases. Closing your eyes and really bringing your mind inside, focusing on the breath, the rhythm of the breath. You may even notice the sensations in the fascia, in the body. Feel that breath and play with your arms a little bit. And if you feel okay, you can turn your head either way. And just notice a little bit of where your upper body is as you try and surrender into stillness with the lower pelvis, your legs, your hips, your buttocks, releasing any tension. Gently releasing the legs out. You may need to roll onto your side, or you can just release them out. Might lie still for a moment or two, noticing the sensations from being in reclined deer. Or you may want to move and bring the knees into the chest, just gently rocking from side to side. When you feel ready, we're going to slide both hands up on the inside and grab either the ankles, the inside of the feet, or the outside of the feet. And coming into full happy baby here. Drawing the knees down towards the armpits. Taking a nice deep breath in. Just allowing your body to soften. Letting the arms only hold enough, with enough strength to just hold the legs rather than really drawing them down. It's a very light feel to just help support the legs in this position. Gently release the feet and just lengthen them out along the mat. Take a moment here. You might move the feet from side to side. We're going to come into the other side, placing the feet on the edge of your mat, making sure you can touch your heels. You bring them in quite close. Then gently let the knees come down to the left. Take a moment there to just feel how the knees, the legs, the hips feel in this pose. And you may already be feeling a stretch, a stress in the fascia. If you are, you can leave it as. If not, you're welcome to take the right foot and draw it a little bit further back into half saddle. Only enough that you are able to stay in the pose. Your arms can come out to the side. They can rest on your belly if that feels appropriate for you. Or you can take them above your head again if you did that on the other side. You may want to close your eyes. Really notice the sensations on this side. You may even choose to see if there was a difference between the sides. Without judgment, without a need to change. Just more of an observation of the awareness of what your body is doing, the difference in the sides of the body, how your body can function. Allow your breath to keep being your focal point for each of your poses. Letting yourself surrender into the stillness. Just allowing your body to feel the stress that will help open up your tissue. Just a few seconds more. Feel the body. Gently releasing the legs. You may take them all the way out, lengthen them along the mat, and just maybe stay still, or you can move the feet from side to side. And then gently, if you want to, if you need a little bit longer in that rest period, stay for a moment or two. For those of you that like to move, you can bring the knees in, gently rocking from side to side. And then bring the hands on the inside. You can hold the ankles, the inside of the feet, the outside of the feet. Gently draw the knees down towards the armpits, coming into full happy baby. Noticing if your body has changed, it's the same. There's different or new sensations in the body. And then gently release the feet. Take a moment to let the knees come out and just roll off to the side. Coming up onto your buttocks. We're going to bring the soles of the feet to meet. You can have your feet quite close in, halfway, or a really wide diamond, whichever feels appropriate for you as you sit here. And then just gently start to curl through the spine, start to roll down till you feel that first point, that first edge, where you feel restriction in the fascia and the body. You may put the arms maybe underneath if you are open. You can allow your head to come down. Those that maybe are a bit more upright, you can have the bolster maybe even resting on your knees, like so. This will allow a little bit of weight to come in, or if you prefer, you just rest it on the feet and you can hug the bolster, like so. Whatever feels appropriate for you. Then once you get to that edge, feel yourself coming to a place where you're comfortable to stay still. Allow yourself to be present in that stillness, completely letting go of everything else and just allowing yourself to focus on your breath and the rhythm of your breath. Really softening through the hands, the shoulders, letting go of the body. Really releasing through the head and the neck, through the torso, through the hips. Completely letting go and allowing your body to just let gravity do its magic. Time, stillness, and gravity. Breathings that help to stress the fascia and help to create us being stronger as we heal. Gently coming out of the pose, ever so slowly curling up. Release the legs out, back onto the hands. You might rock a little bit from side to side. You might want to move the legs. Take as much time as you need to rebound from the pose. And then gently moving onto your back. Going to take your legs over to the left and place the right ankle on top of the left ankle. Then from here, take your arms above your head and take them also over to the left. Keeping both arms on the floor, you're going to get a banana shape through your body. Taking nice deep breaths in. Coming into the banana asana on the left. So we're stimulating that gallbladder meridian all the way down the outside of the right side. You may find after a few breaths, you may even be able to go a little bit deeper. You can move if that feels appropriate for you. If not, just staying still. Softening the feet, the legs, hips, the body. And gently releasing that right leg and moving the legs back in, bringing the hands down. And you may just take a moment here and just let the knees move from side to side. You might even roll into a little ball. You might rock up and down the spine. And then gently laying back down or coming out of the rebound you've chosen to do. And bring your legs over to the right, placing your left ankle on top of the right ankle. Once you feel comfortable there, you can take your arms above your head and gently move them over to the right so that you're creating a banana shape again with your torso, your body, to the right. It's breathing into the side of the ribs. Breathing down into the torso, the abdomen. Softening through the feet, the ankles, the legs. Feeling the hands, the wrists, the arms soften. Feel yourself coming to stillness on banasana on this side. Gently coming back to the center. If you need to rebound, you can move if you feel appropriate. Maybe bringing the feet in, moving the knees to the side. Or if you're ready, take a moment or two and get comfortable and just come straight into Shavasana. Now I'm going to take you through a little meditation, visual meditation, to just talk about some of the meridian lines that we stimulated tonight. So take a few moments to get comfortable in Shavasana. Allow your legs to soften, your back to rest easy on the mat, your head and neck to release. And if you need to, pop a bolster underneath your knees. So tonight in our poses, we stimulated the lower body meridians. There's 6 meridian lines that begin or end in the lower body. They are the liver, the gallbladder, kidney, urinary bladder, spleen, and stomach meridians. The liver meridian begins at the inside of the nail of the big toe. So just imagine a line from the big toe that runs along the top of the foot. It climbs the front of the ankle and then runs up the inside part of the leg until it reaches the pubic area. From here, it curves around and goes into the lower abdomen, where it enters into the liver and gallbladder. Rising higher, it branches in several directions, with one branch connecting to the lung meridian. Rising still higher, the liver meridian follows the throat and connects with the eyes before branching again. One branch reaches down across the cheeks and circles the lips, while the higher branch goes across the forehead to the crown, where it is linked in with the governor vessel meridian at the top of the head. The gallbladder meridian begins at the outer corner of the eye, close to where the liver meridian lies. It immediately branches into two lines. The main line remains on the surface and winds back and forth across the side of the head and above the ear, before turning downwards along the side of the neck. After following the top of the shoulder, it passes under the arm and zigzags along the side of the ribs to the hips. The other branch goes inside the cheek and descends to the liver and gallbladder. From there, it descends further and emerges in time to rejoin the first branch at your hip. The single line then descends, running along the outside of the thigh and knee until it reaches the ankle. It runs across the top of the toe until it reaches the fourth toe. And then it branches at the ankle to run across the top of the foot and join with the liver meridian at the big toe. The gallbladder and the liver meridian are paired together. The liver meridian normally needs stimulating if you have lower back pain, abdominal pain, or frequent anger. The gallbladder relates to headaches, blurred vision, pains along the side of the body, including the eyes, ears, and throat, and may be an indication of problems with the gallbladder meridian. As I said, these two meridian lines are paired, and the poses we've done tonight stimulated those meridian lines. So now just notice your body. Feel the sensations that may be flowing. Imagine the lines as they are in your body. These two that we've stimulated. And just feel your breath as you notice your body. Gently letting go of the visualization of the meridian lines. Taking a nice deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. Taking one more deep breath in and out. Gently feeling the toes and the fingers, reawakening the toes and the fingers, allowing yourself to stretch through the whole body, from the fingertips, through the arms, shoulders, back, all the way down to the legs and the feet. Gently rolling to the side. Coming up to a seated position. Feeling the seat bones on the floor, lengthening the spine. Take another deep breath in and sigh the breath out. Opening the eyes, letting the light filter in. We'll close our class today with a single Om. May peace stay with you. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me.